silence of mediocrity to disperse expansive, game-changing marketing wisdom. This is the Jeff Payne Show.
Reaching for a higher place than we can reach alone. Get up, get in, it's time to win. This is a Jeff Payne
Show. Somebody posted this in a business forum last week. Small business owners said their biggest competitor has somewhere north of 500 backlinks pointing at their site, maybe closer to 1,000. And this business owner has three. And the panic in that post was real, because on paper, that looks like a landslide. That looks like a competitor who's been building authority for years while you've been standing still. Hi, I'm Jeff Payne. You're listening to The Jeff Payne Show, episode number 55. Showing up in places that matter.
And now, our feature presentation.
Here's what I want to tell that business owner and what I want to tell you. That number means almost nothing, and chasing it is one of the more expensive mistakes a business can make right now. Backlinks, which are links from other websites pointing to yours, have been an SEO obsession for 2 decades. And for a long time, more was better. Volume was the game. Agencies built entire businesses around acquiring links at scale because Google's early ranking systems treated a link almost like a vote. More votes, more trust, higher rankings. That's not how it works anymore. And treating it like that, still how it works, is where a lot of businesses waste money, waste time, and worse, end up with a site that Google actively distrusts. The vanity metric version of SEO says count the links, count the domain authority score, compare yourself to the competitor with a bigger number, and feel behind. But Google was never counting links the way people think. Google was and is trying to answer a question. When someone searches for something, what is the single most relevant, most trustworthy result I can hand them in half a second? Volume was always just a rough proxy for relevance. Somewhere along the way, the proxy got mistaken for the goal. Here's the part that actually matters, and it's the part almost nobody clearly explains. When Google or an AI answer engine can't find content that's genuinely, specifically relevant to what someone's searching for, it doesn't leave the results blank. It assigns the closest available match, usually the biggest, most authoritative name in the general neighborhood of that topic, even when that name isn't really about the exact thing being searched. That's why a giant, generic competitor can outrank a smaller, more focused business. Not because they earned it with backlink volume, but because nobody built anything more relevant, more trusted, and more consistently visible to beat them with. And that's the trap in the original version of this story. It's tempting to hear quality beats quantity and think the fix is simple. Get 3 good links instead of 300 bad ones, and you're set. You're not. 3 links, however, well placed, are a single data point. What Google and what AI answer engines are actually weighing is a pattern. Does this brand keep showing up in places that matter, said by people who aren't the brand itself? One mention proves you exist. Repeated, relevant mentions over time prove that you're the real thing in the category. Without that pattern, even a well-run business gets overlooked. Not because the business isn't legitimate, but because there's no consistent trail of outside evidence saying so. And the competitor who does have that trail, even with a less relevant business, captures the attention and the revenue that should have gone to the better answer. This was already true in classic Google search. It's becoming more true now because of how AI search actually works. When an AI engine, AI overviews, AI mode, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Grok, when they decide what to cite or recommend, it's not doing backlink math. It's reading the trail a brand has left across the internet and judging again and again whether that trail adds up to something trustworthy. A single strong signal gets noticed once. A consistent signal The same credibility reinforced across multiple trusted sources over months gets remembered, cited, and recommended by default. That's the whole shift in one sentence. Proof beats proximity, and proof compounds. It isn't a task you finish. It's a pattern you build. One relevant, earned mention at a time until the answer engines and your customers stop needing to be convinced and start just assuming you're the obvious choice. So if you're an owner sitting there staring at a competitor's backlink count and feeling behind, stop counting theirs. Look at your own pattern instead and ask these 3 questions. Outside of your own website, where does your name actually show up? Is it nowhere? Is it occasional? Or is it consistent enough that someone doing research on you would run into it more than once? When your brand is mentioned, does it show up somewhere your best customers would actually trust, or just somewhere that was easy to get? And if you disappeared from the conversation for 6 months, would anyone searching for you for what you even would anyone searching for what you do even notice? Or is your visibility so shallow that it would vanish with you? 3 honest answers to those questions will tell you more about your future visibility than any backlink count a competitor is sitting on today. It was never really about the number of links. It's about whether the world keeps vouching for you and whether you're building that on purpose or hoping it happens on its own. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to The Jeff Payne Show.
Find the complete archives of all episodes at jeffpayne.net or subscribe for free at Apple Podcasts and never miss an episode.
This program is copyrighted by Jeff Payne Incorporated. All rights reserved.
Each week we bring you a message of inspiration and hope, remembering that true hope is available to all through Jesus Christ.